Hello, brothers and sisters out there. First book of John, 1 John, book 1 John, book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 8. He that loves not knows God, for God is love. Let me get into a story, alright? Okay. Book of Mark, chapter 2, verse 15 to verse 14 to verse 16. And as he passed by, he saw Levi, the son of Alphaeus, sitting at the receipt of customs, and said unto him, Follow me. And he arose and followed him. It came to pass that as Jesus sat at meat in his house, many publicans and sinners sat also together with Jesus and his disciples. For there were many, and they followed him. And when the scribes and the Pharisees saw him eat with the publicans and sinners, they said unto him, disciples, How is it that he eateth and drinketh with publicans and sinners? When Jesus heard it, he said unto them, They are whole have no need of the physician, but they that are sick. I came not to call the righteous, but sinners to repent. Back then sinners, they were frowned upon. They were the outcasts of society. It was serious back then. Such laws, could have ended up to adultery. If you committed adultery, you were to get stoned. A lot more, but like sinners were looked down, frowned upon. Like it was bad back then. But Jesus did not come into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world. He came and he taught right from wrong, wrong from right. He taught everybody how you should treat others and treat yourself, how you should speak, think, act. There was this story where this lady it was a story, Jesus was here. She committed adultery, and the punishment was for adultery. It was like stoned. So Jesus was like, I don't know exactly how he said, but he's like, anybody who did not commit a sin, throw the first stone, something like that. And nobody threw a stone because they were all guilty of sin themselves. So basically, if you were looked down upon, Jesus was to sit and eat with you, even though people looked at him like he was wrong. So basically, it's like, it doesn't matter if you're an alcoholic. You're an alcoholic. You have no self-control. But I drink, but I have self-control. I have no need to judge you. Why don't I stay around you? Because I love you and I know you, right? Or why don't I stay around you so I can teach you how to have self-control? Or I can teach you, or if I never drank in my life, or I used to, but I used to be an alcoholic, I can teach you I can teach you how to get clean. Because everybody deserves a second chance. There's people who are homeless on the streets due to drugs and alcohol. Now what are they doing? They're ministering the word. They're evangelizing. Well, they're preaching the word to everybody. People who, there was people who sold drugs. Now they're teaching, preaching the word. People who used to be in gangs, they sold drugs, they pimped, all that. They're teaching the youth them. They're teaching them, so the youths. And a lot of times the youth stop what they're doing because you need someone who went through exactly what you went through, what you're going through, someone who got through that, so they can teach you how to stop. You know, if someone's an alcoholic or addicted to drugs, how can they learn? They can learn more with someone who lived that life. So basically it's like, give people a chance. People can change, right? How do you know? You did not give them a chance to redeem themselves, right? I'm a walking, living, breathing proof of that, my friends. And I will get to that. I'm coming out with a testimony video. And I'll explain to you. I'm a living, walking, living proof. Felt like there was no hope. I wanted to take the easy way out. But I never thought it was going to happen to see this day. But I done seen this day. Because I was given a chance to redeem myself. So it doesn't matter. You are not to judge a person, especially if you're their friend or their family. Sit down with them one on one and ask them what happened. You need help? I'ma help you. You know what I'm saying? So basically it's like, like I used, like the lifestyle I lived, the behaviors I had, I'm willing to sit down and I'm willing to talk a one on one for hours. I don't care, for 5 hours. I'm willing to sit down and I'm willing to come up with a blueprint, a plan between me and them. And I'm going to tell you how to stop. And I'm going to get your number. You can get my number. And you can talk to me. And I'm going to help you get off this sickness, this disease that you go through. So if Jesus showed love to people that were looked down and were outcasts of society, that tells you he loved you so much to sit down, eat with you, and talk with you, touch your hand, hug you. That is love. And if you don't follow the Lord, you don't have love.